Behold the Punisher.
Damian Priest on a mission to destroy.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
A man who was abandoned by Judgment Day. His own friends turned against him.
Well, you reap what you sow. Damian Priest ran with a dangerous crowd.
Now he's on his own, and better for it. With Priest in the ring, there's a sense of grim foreboding in the air.
Yeah, knowing Priest is a safe bet that this thing's going to get violent. He's not going to hold anything back. Rhea Ripley is here, and everyone else better run for cover.
The Eradicator ready to annihilate the entire women's division.
And her partners, from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Messing with Rhea Ripley is just plain dangerous. Her power, her intensity, and her complete lack of remorse makes her a one-of-a-kind threat.
What's really scary is it seems like Rhea is only getting stronger, more lethal. She's deadlier today than she was even just yesterday. We're about to see firsthand that what Mommy wants, Mommy gets.
Tonight just became phenomenal.
A terrific striker, a master purveyor of high-flying, innovative offense.
AJ Styles has competed at this level for decades. Such a special athlete.
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ's out here to remind everyone just how phenomenal he really is.
Still performing at such a high level after over 25 years of competing.
Yeah, Cole, at this point, AJ's forgotten more about this business than most will ever know.
Here comes 5 feet of fury.
And she's got backup.
And from Columbus, Ohio,
the smallest competitors in the women's division, but she matches underrated power with hard-hitting, high-flying attacks.
Lots of titles and main events to back up those claims. As wicked and as twisted as ever.
That's the Alexa Bliss the WWE Universe knows and loves.
Behold the unparalleled excellence that is Charlotte Flair.
And from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
She is a game changer, a trailblazer, and perhaps the greatest woman to ever set foot in a WWE ring.
And with all of Charlotte's accomplishments, some say she's already a living legend.
She's had rivalries with Lynch and Rousey and revolutionized the industry.
When your last name is Flair, competing is like breathing, and the Queen has built an empire.
No false bravado, always personal, always physical.
Yeah, and always maintaining supreme confidence and savage ferocity.
Charlotte Flair is the owner of a career defined by landmark victories.
Every time she comes to the ring, Charlotte feels like she will win.
Because every fight Charlotte Flair takes part in feels like a main event.
Get ready to experience royalty.
Charlotte poised and ready to lay waste to anyone who steps to the throne.
This is one intimidating superstar.
I agree with you, Saxton. I pity those who pick a fight with Braun Breaker.
And from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker.
Breaker has had a meteoric rise in this in-ring career, both in NXT and on the main roster.
Yeah, Breaker firmly believes that actions speak louder than words, and he likes to let his actions do the talking every time he enters the building.
Power, technique, drive, on paper, all the attributes of a top talent.
Yeah, Braun Breaker just seems destined for very big things. The EST is here. This is going to be good.
From Knoxville, Tennessee, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair, truly an inspirational superstar here in WWE.
Yeah, she's looked up to by fans all across the globe, as well as her peers in the locker room.
Oh, can you blame them, Byron? Bianca's a perfect example of hard work paying off.
A women's Triple Crown champion.
Yeah, there's really nothing that Bianca can't accomplish.
You're right about that, guys. Belair has proven to be practically undeniable.
The crowd on their feet.
And from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This is a man who has bled, scratched, and clawed just to get near the top of the mountain.
Jey has an unbelievable connection with the crowd, fully behind him in everything he does.
From tag team excellence to the main event.
It has been an incredible journey, and the good news is we're not anywhere close to it being over.
The crowd is on their feet for Jey Uso.
Michael, they're not just on their feet, they're all eating.
There's the battle, and the Terror Twins are ready to lay waste to their opponents here tonight.
Well, that's been Rhea and Priest's sole focus since arriving in WWE. But now that these two have teamed up, they've become an even bigger threat to the entire WWE roster. There's no telling what these two are going to accomplish together.
I don't think anyone is brave enough to tell them what they can't accomplish.
Oh, man.
Really just laying it in.
Got the leg and elbow drop. Big time.
An effective attack to the leg can hurt everything from balance to mobility. It can drastically limit you inside the ring.
Bang! Crucial count. That brings in AJ Styles. Face buster. Wicked chop. Ah, a big boot. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Tag. Roll up here. Kick out there.
He needs to deal more damage before trying that again. Ruthless striking. That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Oh, the arm taking the brunt of that.
AJ Styles.
Pele kick. Tag made. Fresh partner in.
And now placed in the corner.
Moving him onto the top turnbuckle. From the top rope.
Oh, he just got ripped right off the top. Going for a pin attempt.
A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Loose cover leads to a strong kick out.
Here we go. Tag made. Drop kick. Wow. Those two are in such a cohesive rhythm out there.
It's like playing jazz, but using your opponent as the drum.
A knee drop. Oh. And he turned it around. beautiful gator roll.
Great way to disorient your opponent. Oh, man. Boom.
From the middle rope. Oh, a splash.
Braun Breaker hoisting up his opponent. There's the gut check.
Charlotte in with the tag. Prepare to witness brutality.
Ripley is ready to go to work.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's World.
Well, the Terror Twins, Damian and Rhea, look ready to raise some hell in the ring here.
These two always have each other's backs, and when they're together, it spells trouble for anyone in their way. Priest and Ripley won't rest until... They've shown everyone that they're on top.
Confident, powerful, united. The Terror Twins are a nightmare combination for any opponent. And she denies Charlotte. Ooh.
Short clothesline. Not finished yet. Another?
Yes, two. Making a triple.
Attacking the body. She tags her partner in.
No. No. Destructive use of the name. That intimidation factor of Charlotte getting a bit challenged there.
Yeah, Damian looked as locked in as ever there.
And he fades the attack. Oh, man, just punishing.
Might be time to look for exit strategies, gentlemen.
And meanwhile, Charlotte. Oh, my! Boom!
What are we going to see here?
She could be on her way to a countout.
Every strike more devastating than the last.
Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal.
Has control of their opponent. All the way up and all the way down. Follow wave slam. A nice kip up.
Boom! Good defense from him. Ooh, what a damaging blow. Cree setting himself up top. Scrambles after her partner and gets the tag.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Caught him right in the jaw.
Oh, what a shot.
Punishing the leg. Pain must be shooting through that leg now. Picked up and carried around now. Wrapping the arms. Oh, what blows.
Good grief, man. This is vicious.
And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Oh, my goodness. This strike. Wait. Oh, my. How in the world did he kick out of that?
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to.
And the momentum's clearly against Priest now.
Yeah, now Priest has to fight against the momentum against him.
An attack made. Oh, what impact! Scooped up, tilt-a-whirl slam.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped.
Delivering nasty stomps.
Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry.
Tossing them aside.
There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
Not a good spot to be in.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career. Nicely done, snap suplex.
So quick. Braun fires back. Caught with the lariat. Setting them up for a double underhook slam.
And he's ready to switch things up, tagging out. Kick to the midsection, full head of steam. Neck breaker. Ducks under, Pele kick.
Sliced bread.
He might actually get the win here.
Gets the shoulder up and one.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
Boom! Kick.
showing how well they know each other. Jay ready to end things.
Well played, super kick. That kick will stop you in your tracks. And now the shoulders down.
This might be it.
Shoulder shoots up before two.
Oh, punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match?
Perhaps a little more determination needed from Styles.
Attacks like that one will continue to get Jay his respect. Getting the fresh partner in here.
And here we go. Kick to the back.
Oh, toss to ringside. Oh, man. Charlotte tagged in.
Here comes the Queen. Tag! Tag made!
A nice shot by Alexa Bliss. Ooh, she puts the brakes on that. Shot down. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Stiff forearm shot.
Oh, reversal catches Alexa.
Got the front face lock applied. Nice suplex.
Wards that off. What a response.
Dueling reversals. Oh, take it down.
A showstopper. Tag made. Clubbing blow to the back. Solely focused on in a corner. Oh, look at this.
Inverted scoop slam.
And now Bianca's playing to the crowd.
She got the tag. Double takedown. Gonna stack that up here. Shoulder pin. But meanwhile, Alexa Bliss. Ooh. Forearm smash. To the face. Had that one telegraphed. Uh-oh. Looking for the suplex.
No.
Breaker. That was beautiful.
Effectively using the knee.
In off the tag.
Oh, just inflicting so much damage to the body.
Oh, God. And Bianca had it scouted. Bloodline punch. Oh, that hurt.
Boot to the stomach gives them separation. Focused attack on the leg.
Bang! This beating is taking its toll on her.
A vicious attack by Ripley, putting that wicked streak to work. Rising to a vulnerable position. Trouble is looming.
Damien Priest. Crucifix. Razor's edge.
Not looking good for Bianca.
He comes to the rescue for his team. Now it's Breaker.
Tagging in. And she anticipated what was coming. Ooh, shot right to the gut.
Caught in a bad spot.
by Ripley, followed by with the riptide. I think Ripley can end this.
Back to Belair. Boom! Leg drop.
Tags her partner into the action.
Big impact in the corner. Nobody home for the clothesline. What a cross body. Oh my God, what a kick.
What now? Oh, a stop to the belly welly. We continue to see incredible perseverance from these competitors.
The war continues to rage on with no superstar willing to give an inch.
Top rope.
Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what was in mind there.
I don't know if there was anything in mind there.
Oh, my God, landed face first. Corner now. Jay looking a little less than main event after that one.
Rhea with a reminder that the pain she delivers is no dream.
Ooh, that's a kick that would leave you gasping for air.
Across the back of the neck. He's looking to go high risk from the top.
With a jawbreaker.
What grace! Float over to the DDT! Fight! Oh! Super kick!
Oh, man. Kick to the face.
Putting some serious wear and tear on that leg. Counter. He knew just what to do.
Styles looking for
Springboard moonsault.
AJ might be able to get the win here. He breaks the ref's count before two.
Wow, I thought this was over. And Jason. Styles looking to end this thing. Styles crash. Jay is down and out.
Two.
Kick out. I don't believe it. What a crucial kick out. And the blood is still pumping for Jey Uso.
And now AJ has to recalibrate, has to gather himself again.
Listen to this place. It's unreal.
The decibel level in here right now is breaking glass. These fans are on fire.
Heave the side. Jeez. Devastating clothesline delivered by Rhea Ripley. Make it twice. And now maneuvers her opponent.
Pow! Drop kick. And now she's making it to the top rope here.
Rhea Ripley is feeding off the energy in the WWE Universe.
And he makes the tag.
Watch out, coming in hot.
Specifically targeting the leg.
Stomping. Ouch.
And it's evident that Bianca's got a target trained on her now.
This match has been such chaos. In comes AJ Styles. Bianca's looking weak in the knees. Could spell trouble.
System again. Can Alexa clinch this one?
Here we go.
Maneuver's out of the way. Twisted up and tombstone slam.
I have a feeling we're about to get a front row seat, gentlemen.
Clothesline! Off with their head.
Styles allowing the WWE Universe to revitalize his bulldog mentality.
The elbow connects. AJ Styles rolls through. Here it comes.
Calf crusher is applied.
The trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken.
She escapes the attack.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Tag made. Oh, man. Styles is looking to end this thing.
If this lands, it's over. Oh, official got too close to danger there. Braun's chances are fading.
Kicked out at one. Even the ref can't believe it.
What? What just... I can't.
Agreed, Saxton. Looks like there's no limit to how much damage this superstar can absorb.
And just what else can AJ do right now? He got all of it, and it wasn't enough.
The WWE faithful communicating in no uncertain terms. It is electric in here.
Elbow on the spot.
This has been a very physical and draining match.
He has been battered and beaten, and there's only so much more he can take.
Beautiful.
He makes the tag here.
Goes that, pulls it out for Breaker.
For the win.
Two. Now back to Priest. Scoop slam.
And makes the tag to their partner.
That'll fillet your chest.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
This is the worst spot. She able to shift her weight and escapes. Rhea Ripley, electric chair. No thanks.
But the ref isn't even paying attention. Never mind what you're doing. Make the count.
She kicks out with force.
She is showing us something special here tonight.
Great response to Ripley there.
There goes the knee.
This could be the end for Ripley. Forces the shoulder up after two.
This is insanity.
Did you expect anything less?
Using the elbow to escape the attack. Well scouted by Charlotte.
We're at a vital stage in this matchup, and this audience is fully aware of it.
Yeah, they know another turning point can come at any second, and that can be the instant that ends it all.
Pusher, perfect takedown. Oh, doing some more damage right to her rib area.
Rhea Ripley setting up her opponent. Here it comes.
Charlotte is in trouble.
And meanwhile, Breaker. And she makes the tag.
Counters. Taken down. Nicely done.
Shoulders down. He kicks out at two.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
Counters to gain the advantage. Priest
Driven down with an elevated flatline. This was all but over.
a 2 count.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point.
Forward to the face. Oh, nothing fancy.
Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure 4. Can she complete the bridge?
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her. Flair stepping through, has it locked in, figure 4. Perhaps looking for the bridge, there it is.
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole. The muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3.
Got the leg.
Oh, an elbow drop. Tearing down the leg now. Boom! And a big boom. Charlotte Flair steps through. Here we go. Figure 8. She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
There's the tag.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Oh, a spear!
Will Breaker finish things now?
And quickly into the cover. Might be in trouble.
What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners. The team of Charlotte Flair, Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, and Bianca Belair.
This was a truly spectacular win.
A win's a win, and it's also all that matters here in WWE. Good job.
The following contest is the War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
The role model in the building. Everyone's thrilled. Even you, Cole.
I have cautious optimism.
Introducing first, from San Jose, California, Bailey!
Bailey is ringing the doorbell, about to enter War Games. Ding dong, hello.
Yeah, Bailey led her teammates in damage control in their War Games battle against Team Bianca at Survivor Series War Games. But Bailey lost that night and is looking to redeem herself tonight.
The old Bailey would be overwhelmed by War Games, unwilling to do what it takes to succeed in this structure. This structure is not meant for hugs.
But the Bailey we see now has already shown she can survive War Games. Now she's looking to prove she can win.
The king of strong style.
Ready to deliver big hits and get the big win.
That's the only way he knows how.
And from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura!
Being the one to kick off a War Games match is not easy. There's tons of pressure resting on you to get your team off to a good start.
Well, lucky for him, he won't have to wait too long until the cavalry arrives.
That's right, this team will have the numbers advantage here, but it's not so easy to capitalize on that advantage.
It's only a matter of moments now until we find out if he's up to the challenge that is War Games. He may not be defending the championship tonight, but his pride is always on the line.
The War Games match, definitely not for the squeamish. 2 teams of superstars with license to truly do whatever they want to each other.
As a fairly squeamish guy myself, this match always makes me uncomfortable, but it's a huge opportunity to make a moment or cement yourself as a star to watch. I hope someone here does that, and I hope nobody gets too hurt.
Ah, jeez.
Ah, shot to the back.
Carefully measured knee strikes.
Paralyzing knee strikes from Shinsuke Nakamura. Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Nakamura has such a devastating arsenal.
I don't think anyone can stop Nakamura now.
Manages to reverse it.
Bailey's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
If Bailey was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it.
Able to slip away.
Counting down down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided. Oh, he had that scouted.
Gentlemen, the advantage has officially shifted.
Effective arm drag. One of the most unique matches any superstar will ever be a part of. How does that affect someone in there, Corey?
Well, Cole, it's hard to say. You really have to keep your head on a swivel in there. Not only because of the other team, but your own teammates might become a hindrance inside the cage. I think you have to really look out for yourself first and your teammates second.
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. What a counter! And running knee right between the shoulder blades.
Look at the amount of members on each team now. This truly has the potential to become what's he doing, guys?
Throwing caution to the wind. Look out! Unbelievable! Falling from the sky. They have to be broken.
I don't think anyone can physically climb a cage again after that.
Look at this hair pull mat slam.
Just disrespectful. But this could also light a fire under you. Make the fight even harder.
Oh my gosh. Poison man from the wall.
And with the next combatant on their way, it looks like things are close to a fair fight once again.
Something big is coming.
He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage.
From the top, last handle. From behind, back suplex.
Watch out! They Russian leg sweep.
×2. I like this strategy. Find an ally, clean house together, and settle it between the two of you at the end.
Kinshasa
May have just vanquished Reigns.
not looking good in this position. That's a tight reversal. She's out of it, guys. First a knife edge chop, and now continuing the attack on the knee.
Straight to the knee. Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring. A rough landing as she was launched like a missile into the other ring.
Single leg drop kick caught it. Countdown's on to get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants. Stick impact. Holding cage is open and away they go.
Ready to get into the action.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Carrying the opposition. Kick right to the back.
Climbing into the ring, pretty much entering a war zone. Oh, he slipped out of harm's way.
Jarring punch. Placed into the corner here.
Picture perfect drop kick. Struggling to find a base. Time could very well be running out.
Oh, and then the chest as well.
Getting lifted to the top rope. Seth Rollins. Top rope. Superplex. Spinning around.
John Henry swinging the hammer like that. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being done here.
Rollins looking for it.
pleasant trip from ring to ring.
Looking to work the other one there. Oh, tap to the midsection. This ruthlessness in the bottom turnbuckle. She wants it. She really has something in mind. That's our final competitor. The door is shut. This is War Games. No coming back from Reigns after that. It's mounted with punches. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on. Reigns is setting up. Here it comes. Setting up here. Have just come out on the other side of an absolute war, but only one can say they survived War Games.
You have to appreciate what every superstar did inside that cage tonight. It's incredible that any of them are still standing.
This Royal...
The following contest is the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew number 1 and number 2 will start the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania!
Gentlemen, raise up your party cups.
Oh, well, you knock it off.
Just let Byron tire himself out.
You mean like my 1-year-old? It's a great idea. Let's focus back on Angelo Dawkins.
Introducing the participants. First, representing the Street Profits from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 260 pounds, Angelo Dawkins!
Well, this superstar wants to accomplish what many have deemed impossible and go on to main event WrestleMania. This superstar better get ready to be pushed to the limits.
When it comes to limits, Byron, I assure you, this superstar is equipped and ready to push back. On top of his technical skill, Gable also has the strength of someone twice his size.
American made and American tough. The competition level has never been higher, but this guy's ready to prove he can hang.
And here we go, the Royal Rumble match. The first two entrants are in the ring now, with every subsequent entrant heading out to join the fray at set intervals. And just a reminder, this is an over-the-top rope elimination style battle royal. If you go over the top rope and then both feet hit the floor, you're officially out of the match.
No pressure, though, right?
Whoa! Trying to debilitate the capability to stand. Let's be honest, this would be extremely tough to go the distance from here.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. Natalya making her way into the Royal Rumble.
Getting raided with a succession of strikes.
Clothesline. So effective. Side headlock applied. Gonna turn this around.
Flexing their technical acumen.
Let's see who the next Rumble entrant is. I'd imagine it's pretty discouraging to have to enter the Rumble.
It's certainly a challenge, but it's not a death sentence. A savvy superstar with the right mindset can win from any position. I truly believe that.
Nice amateur takedown. All the way over.
He gets around the attack.
Beautiful gator roll. Here comes number 5. It looks like Razor is geared up for this Royal Rumble.
Look at this. Could be moments away from an elimination here. As we'll set up in the corner of the ring.
Looking at Chad, and Cable experiencing a true show of force there.
Nothing pushes your stamina like a rumble. You gotta dig deep and keep fighting.
Since the back, just looking for that window of opportunity.
And now might be the time to seize the moment. Now's the time to keep the pressure on.
Number 8's about to enter. Coming up next, AJ Styles is looking to make a statement in this Rumble. Launched right out of the ring. Goes up their opponent.
This makes you a target in a Royal Rumble. You're starting to look like an easy elimination.
The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
He's quick to get out of the way there. Styles a step ahead.
Taking the wind out with a stomp to the shoulders.
Number 10 will be joining us momentarily. Look at this. Are we about to see an elimination?
Desperately trying to avoid getting dumped out of the ring. And we have this knees into the face.
Looks up their opponent.
Sidewalks.
Came prepared for this matchup.
Lucky
And here comes Solo Sikoa, ready to make an impact in the Royal Rumble. And now here's Rizal.
Still fighting off her opponent. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Teetering on the top rope. This could be it.
Will the feet touch the floor?
Who will entrant number 16 be? What an elbow drop right to the heart. And Clyde Jordan is the newest entrant in this Royal Rumble.
Going for the ride. From the top.
But now Gunther.
Brutal club. Mat slam with some attitude. Woo, well measured.
Man, I can't wait to see who number 17 is going to be. There's the headline applied.
Into the face buster.
Looks like Ethan Page is eager to get into the Royal Rumble action here. Torres surprises her. There she goes. She picked up a catch grab. This can't go well. Elimination. I can't wait to see who number 18 is going to be.
this entry stage.
Look at these shots. This is a nugget. Look who's here. Wendy Chu, ready to make history in the Rumble. Turning the tables. Boom. Close fist connects. Push. Into the home stretch with number 26. Almost there. Shot block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
And guys, Carl Anderson could really change the complexion of this Rumble. Stop in the arm. And he goes crashing to the outside. What's it gonna be? Real stands at a premium right now in the ring.
And a start to the game.
Starting on the line. And 2020 Rumble winner Drew McIntyre joins the fray. Looking to get an elimination here.
It won't be made easy, though. Someone's in trouble.
Battling to get back into the ring. Corey, we got 3 left. Who could this be?
We're running out of options.
Kick right on point. Wendy's mind didn't look to be in the game there.
Yeah, and Anderson proved his mean streak is a mile wide with that attack.
Running Liger Ball. Oh, what a knee lift. Will be number 29.
Whoever it is has a huge advantage.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot. Now Zelina Vega making that important walk to the ring. Clothesline.
Turns it around. Sole of the foot meets the stomach.
Meanwhile, Austin. Set him up. Russian leg sweep. Last one, gentlemen. Oh,
Trapping the arm. Vicious stomps to the hand.
Punch to the stomach and stopped in their tracks.
Ooh, tossed with the suplex.
Chucked right out of the ring.
22 has been
Kick
eliminated.
to the cranium of their opponent.
Bang! He finds a counter. Clothesline!
Forearm club.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. Stops that offense from connecting.
In the corner, has to find a way out of it. There's the shot to the body, and now windmilling. Right hand to the forehead.
A consistent attack being mounted on Wyatt. Drew is looking thrilled with the beating he's put. Oh! With authority!
What are they going to do here?
Their opponent is just snapping the neck. Ouch. Oh, wait. Are we about to see an elimination? Battling to stay alive.
And it's not over until both feet touch the floor.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize. Oh, what a boot from McIntyre. Ooh, great anticipation. At the ropes, fighting for a grip on the brink of elimination.
Wyatt's got the claw. It's hooked in deep.
Roundhouse kick on the mark. CM Punk ready to end things.
Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
Go to sleep.
Bray Wyatt has been eliminated. Here is your winner, CM Punk.
We are now officially on the road to WrestleMania. And you're looking at the superstar who competes in the main event of the showcase of the Immortals.
This win is going to have them on a high for quite some time, I have to believe.
Winning's great, Saxton, but they have to start thinking about their next challenge sooner rather than later. This win won't be all that matters much longer.
Elimination Chamber casting a large shadow over these super...
Swagger on another level. Here comes Mello.
The following is an Elimination Chamber match. The rules of this match are as follows. 4 participants will be locked away in their respective pods. 2 superstars will start the match in the ring. The participants will be released into the match in random order. The only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. The last superstar remaining, following the eliminations, will be declared the winner. Making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes.
What an intimidating sight this chamber must be for all of these competitors.
A man who always considers himself main event material, an uncrowned champion. He wants to show exactly why here tonight.
irresistible force.
And his opponents, first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Jax has ruled the women's division since day one.
She's held singles and tag team titles here in WWE. And still wants more.
She is physically and mentally prepared for the task at hand in tonight's match. Alexa Bliss is here.
One of the most accomplished competitors in the women's division.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Harsh steel, unforgiving plexiglass, and 6 of the most hungry competitors in WWE. This elimination chamber is going to be brutal.
She knows tonight is going to be a big challenge, but if anyone is up for it, it's this woman. Final boss mode engaged.
The multi-time world champion. An undisputed all-time great.
And here to ensure his unprecedented dominance in the ring remains intact.
And from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
We know The Rock is always looking to bring more glory to his family while growing his own personal legacy.
Thinks no one is on his or his family's level. The Rock is in a class all his own. That's what makes him the final boss.
A point proven many times over throughout an illustrious career. And The Rock has come back to prove it again. Let's be honest, gentlemen, anything The Rock does is the biggest of all time.
And there's an electrifying energy in this building.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that the crowd right now knows that we are witnessing undeniable greatness.
Behold the Nigerian giant.
An absolute colossus.
When it comes to Omos, there is no preparing, just brace for impact.
And from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 416 pounds, the Nigerian giant, Omos!
I can't imagine what it must be like locked inside the unforgiving structure.
A man who elevates his game every week. He is competing at his highest level yet.
One of the greatest women to ever step in the ring, Natalya.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Natalya, one of the all-time greats, really a trailblazer in the women's division here in WWE, and going to bring that expertise and experience here to NXT.
She's been training for this match for quite a while, and she plans on making a statement here tonight.
First superstars in the Elimination Chamber match have an uphill battle here. All set for competition, and in this one, it'll be Omos and Natalya. And the Chamber is moments away from devolving into chaos with The Rock, Carmelo Hayes, Nia Jax, and Alexa Bliss.
Being locked in the Chamber is a worse fate than being locked in a cage with a tiger.
Suplex!
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed. Boom! Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash. Look at this.
You saw that coming.
Ooh. Nice scoop slam. Shake things up in the Elimination Chamber. A match inside the Elimination Chamber is designed to push superstars to their breaking points, or even past them. It takes exceptional mental and physical toughness to succeed here.
Indeed, Corey. Everyone comes into a chamber match feeling confident. In the end, all but one of them is in for a reality check.
Here comes the setup.
Double DDT. You know the old saying about the enemy of my enemy? I think we just saw that play out.
And saw what was coming there.
Being set up in the corner for something. Shot to the midsection connects.
There it is, the People's Punch. Sent flying out of the ring here. Oh, she was ready with the counter.
Steering clear there.
Has been released into the chamber. Oh.
Now Natalya sent to the outside with authority.
Caught with a clothesline.
Hoisted up.
Bang. Snap suplex.
Swings for the clothesline and step.
The pinfall attempt.
Doesn't go well if you still can't get more than a 1 count by now.
Oh, saw it coming, got an elbow for that trouble.
Basement block kick. Super kick. Oh, he flips that around.
Double leg takedown, stepping through, crossing the legs. Can they cinch it in? Yes, never.
Look at the torque. Just excruciating.
shit.
And would you look at that? He just let go of a submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do, or has something else in mind now.
She can pin her opponent right here.
An easy kick out there. Just looking for ways to wear out her opponent.
I believe, but it looks like he just dimmed some of the Rock's shine. Oh! Taking things back into the ring. Chamber next.
Ooh, just adding insult to injury.
Making a mockery of your opponent could eventually backfire. He thinks he has it. Now it's The Rock. He kicks out before the count starts.
How at this point you don't even stay down long enough for a 1 count is beyond comprehension. Can Hayes put things away here?
Cover! 2. Almost had it, but she gets the shoulder up. It's been a hard-hitting affair. No. Good God! What just happened?
Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost? And back into the ring she goes. All measured up.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
And The Rock feeling the pushback there.
Maybe now is the time to try and get some distance. Use the fact that you can't. Oh, man, took that crucial leap of faith, and no one was there. And a stop to the gut, too.
This could do it.
She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
She gets the shoulder up.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge. Oh, this is Montage's wheelhouse.
Family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied.
It's a great one.
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
He gets set straight down to the floor. There's 2. It's off the pin at 2.
Incredible resiliency. Hayes in full control.
There's a suplex at the top.
Jax looks absolutely out of it.
Cover. 2. And she fights it off.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Not from there. You gotta be covered to get out of here. Cover makes the cover. No way.
I would have bet this was one after that last hit.
Goes to show you just never know what your opponent's capable of. But Omos can't let his opponent recover here.
superstars left in the chamber.
Steps out to one of the most treacherous sections of the chamber, taking this fight back into the ring. Look at this. This can't be good.
Kick to the gut.
Ranked around into a neck breaker. Her endurance is really being tested now.
There is no mercy inside Elimination Chamber. There is only punishment and pain.
Springboard clothesline.
Looking for more damage here.
Release back suplex.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm. Getting him in place, but for what?
Nia Jax with her opponent seated on the top rope, and Corey, she's headed up to join them.
This is the beginning of the end. Check out the power of the irresistible force.
Boom! Samoan drop.
Now,
Finds the roll up.
shoulders down.
Only one elimination left in this match. Who's going to take the victory here?
Rock floats over.
DDT.
Rock the sharpshooter. It's locked in.
Hold is just getting. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain. Here it comes. The Rock has this wrapped up.
There's two.
He gets the win inside the Elimination Chamber.
Here is your winner,
Putting the locker room on notice with a win like that.
That's what happens when you put in the preparation and the training.
A woman obsessed with championship gold.
Because Roxanne knows what she's worth.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
You have to love this level of confidence in a superstar.
Especially for so early in her tenure in WWE.
Well, Roxanne's already done more in her early 20s than most competitors do in their entire career.
Roxanne is completely ruthless at this point.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez doesn't care about anything except being on top of the mountain.
That's the right mindset.
The son of a dream, the American Nightmare.
Michael, a man who redefined himself away from WWE and is now a main event star.
Weighing in at 220 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The Rhodes name means he was born with this business in his blood. He's finally been able to tap into that, and we are now witnessing his full capabilities.
Indeed, Corey, the American Nightmare has become a reality.
For everything Rhodes has accomplished during his tenures in WWE, he's made his mark across the wrestling world.
Every promotion he stepped foot in has been transformed for the better. Thanks to the American Nightmare. But we all know he's got the best work ahead of him here in WWE.
The Silent Man has arrived.
Dexter Lumis is here.
And from Recluse, Wyoming, weighing in at 230 pounds, Dexter Lumis.
The eerie look in the eyes of Dexter Lumis. You gotta wonder what exactly is on his mind.
That's a bold assumption that Lumis has a functioning mind, Saxton. I see nothing but deeply suppressed rage.
The tortured artist Dexter Lumis intending to use the squared circle as his canvas here tonight.
This is not normal.
The man is here.
Becky Lynch never backs down from a fight, and as a result, has earned everyone's respect.
And from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, the man never stops running her mouth, but she's got a bad habit of backing it up.
One of the most determined competitors in all of WWE.
Yeah, Becky Lynch began her career as the last kicker, and now Becky Lynch is simply the man.
Became the first women's double champion when she beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but every once in a while, that much confidence can be detrimental, especially when you're a target. Everyone wants to make a name off of the man.
Has arrived. And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Bliss may be undersized, but more than makes up for it with agility and viciousness.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is the last person you want to underestimate.
We are seconds away from another moment of bliss.
Blissful for us, not for her opponent.
Here comes the Samoan werewolf.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
You are looking at the new enforcer of the bloodline.
It's almost like a trained wolf that hunts down any prey and tears them apart.
And Jacob has strength, speed, and aggression unlike anyone else in WWE.
Perhaps the most loyal member of the bloodline, but also the most dangerous.
But if that loyalty ever goes away, Jacob might be even more dangerous than ever.
No, Cole, don't even consider that. Jacob's love will never waver.
There's the bell, and these competitors are locked into the unforgiving hell in a cell.
We've seen the physical damage that this structure can impart on superstars, but what we don't see is the mental anguish that comes with participating in Hell in a Cell. Not even the most unstable of WWE superstars would say they enjoy being inside Hell in a Cell, but when you're inside of it, you still have to carry yourself as if you belong there, not like you want to escape. That will truly intimidate your competition and make it clear they're locked in there with you.
And we just saw some serious offense.
Cut off with a kick to the gut.
Both sides have been answered to every piece of offense.
Still fighting back. Look at him go.
Sent to the corner.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that.
Spawn! Shoulders are down!
And he breaks the pin right away.
A little too soon for that cover to be effective, but he is making a statement by going for it at this point.
Backdrop suplex.
On a high angle right across the shoulders.
From way
she's on.
Up and down. What a slam.
Have to imagine that's a blow to Becky's feet.
Taking flight. Coming down from way up top.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. She's heading outside the ring now. Punch lands. And some effective offense with that one. Boom at the button.
Ooh, stiff punch.
Punch connects. Ooh. She had that scouted.
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.
Oh my goodness. Solid punch. Wards off that offense from Cody. Uncorks it. Uppercut. Left shot. Oh, an uppercut right off the tooth. Oh, what an uppercut. So impactful.
Oh, stiff uppercut. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy. Oh my God!
It's cinched in. This could be over.
Submission attempt.
This could be it. It could end right here.
And she just broke up that pin. Now Becky Lynch. And Roxanne had it scouted. A reversal. Well scouted. Immediate cover after the impact.
Rose has an opponent.
superstars' bodies.
Yeah, the tank is being emptied tonight. This with the kick into the sunset. Sunset bomb.
Stalking here. Could be a prelude to something big. He has a kendo stick in hand. This place just turned into South Swanson Street. Caught with a punch.
Lift it up. What's next?
Could that be enough?
For the win. And looking at Jacob Fatu. Samoa drop. Is this the end? And she breaks the count.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Earth-shaking power slam. Now the hit. Hit Perez. Keep the shoulders down. And he saves the matchup.
Oh, look at this.
Dexter look, and the submission is broken up.
Can this be it? Is this the end?
Fights the shoulder up and one.
The fact that these superstars can still be... And that's setting up.
And looking at Jacob Fatu. He's put a lot of competitors out with that.
Does that finish Loomis?
Hard impact on the back. Oh, what a splash.
She has her down for the count.
Stopping the pin.
Doing whatever it takes.
Alexa is covered. He breaks up the pin attack.
What's coming next?
Suplex.
Very nice.
Into a monkey flip, producing a trampling.
Savage stomp right to the arm.
Now look at his aggression, just pure brutality.
Oh, easy. And boom.
And listen to this place. Bloody Bulldog. Jacob setting himself up top. And you wonder why from the top. Uh-oh. Shoulders down. This could be it. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
uh-oh. This will freeze you in place.
Scary sight to witness right now.
Here's the pump handle.
Launched. That's a rubber target. Loomis off guard. DDT plants them.
Jacob about to end this fight.
Two.
Gets the win, and he survives Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
They got to be happy about this victory tonight.
You can tell this guy was fired up from the moment the bell rang.
He definitely had the motivational advantage in this match.
Hell in a Cell matches tend to bring out the worst in a superstar, and I'm sure tonight will be no different. Getting underway, we see Alexa Bliss and AJ Styles, and we'll see if they're prepared for tag team action as they go head-to-head with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest.
They call it Satan's structure for a reason, gentlemen. This whole contraption was designed for the sole purpose of inflicting pain.
Elbow drop right on point.
Just raining down punches.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes.
There is a fine line between strain and pain when your shoulder is worked like that. One after the other.
Up kick.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just gotta toss another person and make a statement. Oh, God.
Clothesline into the corner. And a well-timed counter. Uppercut. Square shot to the back elbows ends that.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
You gotta wonder if there's more animosity in this match than we previously thought. He'll make his way to the ring.
Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
Any expectations for what strategies we might see inside the cell?
I bet we see the survivalist mentality. Trying to be cautious and only attacking when the risk of injury is low.
I think it's more likely we see the opposite. The cell's a place for one of the most primal instincts worldwide. It's time to go all out with a berserk rage.
DDT! Shot right to the ribs. Kick to the stomach. And a drop kick in the corner.
Perfectly executed.
The damage is starting to affect her.
Yeah, a lot of drive behind that one from Styles.
A bit of hot dogging from AJ here. Down low with the drop kick.
Oof! Fishing for something beneath the ring.
I guarantee that chair is not going to be used as it was designed for.
Check your face after that one.
A pin. This might do it.
Kick out at the one.
And those kickouts are only going to get harder.
Oh, and a stomp right to the back.
Taking things to the top rope.
Taking forward.
Body splash. That was one big but
Looks like this could be the end.
No, stops the count at two.
both competitors digging deep into their well to keep this match going.
She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Countering each other again and again. Find some payback with their own reversal. Set them up here. Up in the suplex.
Oh, no. Punch. Oh, that'll rattle you. These attacks are chipping away at it.
Yeah, Alexa just ramped up her intensity.
Oh, my God. He connects with a counter.
Answer after answer for each other's offense.
Oh, what a right.
Rhea looking to end this one right now. This will do it. The prison trap is in. Look at the...
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission. Looks like she's heading back into the ring. Uh-oh. Holy cup.
And now a series of stomps and kicks. Waiting to strike. Brace for impact.
Face first into the chair. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. planning the next move here. Rhea goes for the cover.
She just won't stick it out. Is that enough for Priest?
Priest, elevated flatliner. Here's the cover.
He got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here are your winners. The team of Daniel Priest and Rhea Ripley.
The structure rises and the nightmare ends.
You can tell this team knows they were just in a war. I don't know if they feel like they won tonight, or more like they survived the demonic structure.
Here we go as the superstars appear ready for this hazardous Hell in a Cell match. Getting this matchup underway, we have Io Sky and Kairi Sane. And they'll be in for one hell of a tag team match as they square up with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
You have to have a lot of animosity for your opposition to agree to a Hell in a Cell match.
And just like that, we've kicked the tempo up a notch. From the top. No, elbow drop. Oh, it's a piercing elbow. Goodness gracious. And repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically.
Do you think there's a secret to finding success inside Hell in a Cell?
And besides having an unnaturally high pain threshold, I think the secret is being more devious and cunning than the competition. You want to be the first one to involve weapons, the first to take the brutality to the next level. That's how you take control inside the cell. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy. There was no issue with that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
Spinebuster! 99. She's taking her share of blows at this point.
Yeah, as Theory is definitely feeling even cockier here.
Got the leg. And screwed. That'll tear your knee up.
Damage to the knee is like damage to the foundation of a house. It makes everything weaker. Boom! What an uppercut. She goes under the ropes back inside.
Oh! Counter. Saw it coming. Crushing double stomp.
Big punch finds its mark.
Oh, what an uppercut.
What a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Oh, jumping uppercut. Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
She's tossed right out of the ring. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
An emphatic kick out, and there's still a lot of game left here.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
Nasty STO.
Waller making perfectly clear he's not stepping back.
Sweeps the legs. Crushing double stomp.
And she wisely heads back to the ring.
Got the leg.
Ooh, a dragon screw.
That'll destroy a knee.
And that was a purposeful attack on the knee. Look at him topple the opposition. It's concluded. Saving their teammate in the match for now. This is going to be nasty.
Punishing the leg.
Carefully measured knee drop. Into a double knee drop.
Going for the pin. Let's see if this is the start of a rally.
With the counter. Oh. He answers right back. Debilitating attack on the leg. What a right hand.
Oh, somersault unprettier. And then quickly the cover.
There's 2. Kick out. She still has life.
What a match.
Returning to the ring now.
Could be felt throughout the arena. Getting tossed.
Puts him on an armbar climb. Oh, stop. Forearm smash. Look at this. Boom. Nice. Cashing in on that effort. 2. And still in this.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
Up across the shoulders.
Spine buster.
This has to be it.
Still only got 1.
Not even letting the ref get to the 2 count.
Not so fast. Hurricanrana. It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
Well, we're deep into this tournament match. This is where things get serious.
And they just tossed them aside.
Looking as locked in as ever. I think we know what's coming. Sky goes over.
Can she finish it? Here it is. Koji clutch.
It's locked in so tight. Running out of options in a hurry now.
Running the rip.
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done.
Down, trampling the opposition.
Breaker. Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller with a rolling thunder stunner.
Waller with the game ender.
2. And the kick out.
Kyrie Sane showing incredible backbone. Able to get the shoulder up before the final count.
And it may just take going to the well one more time with that maneuver to gain the pinfall. Ooh, and fights back. Oh, is that a spear? It could be it. Let's recount.
She did it. What a win inside the cell.
Here are your winners, Kyrie Sane and Io Sky. Damage control.
And what a battle we just witnessed.
The Hell in a Cell structure has taken another group of souls.
Yeah, but this team gets the lead tonight knowing they just escaped the cell's clutches.
Well, there's certainly no use in looking for safety in the Hell in a Cell match, as the name implies. In tonight's bout, we begin with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. And across the ring, the team are ready to face off with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa.
It is impossible in this match to not feel locked up, to not feel like a rat in a cage.
These combatants will do what they must to survive. All your senses disappear and become...
Look at it, catch him off guard. And that only gets a 1 count.
They'll need to get a little more to put this one away. Schoolboy.
Uh-oh. And a super kick.
Rapid fire Samoan drop.
Ooh. From the top. Drop. He really felt the impact on that one.
Yeah, Reigns brought the fight in a major way on that exchange.
Wow. You have to question what kind of malintent is behind a powerbomb with that much force. He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
WWE dub as a candlestick is introduced to the proceedings.
And Tonga Loa got turned around there.
Oh my gosh, what impact! Cell before, you cannot approach it the same way next time. You have to stay as adaptable as you can and ensure you don't fall victim to the cell.
We've seen superstars get chewed up when they refuse to obey by the laws of the cell. Picture perfect backbreaker.
Big right hand from main event.
And another big right. He's saying this table-loving guy, someone's about to have a really bad night. Now down into the cover. And he continues to.
At this point, from the top. Reigns put his stamp on this one.
Directly into the cover.
The damage is done. He got it! A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, the Bloodline.
Such a grueling match these superstars just put themselves through.
Another group of victims fall to the grip of Hell in a Cell.
This team needs to count their lucky stars. It's a blessing anytime you can leave this structure on your feet.
And of all the possible matchups in this tournament, I'd say we've got one of the best in front of us right now.
Look at I've got my fingers crossed it would work out this way. This one has real show-stealing potential. Oh, what a kick. Oh, leg snap.
She's looking at it early. Not much behind that pin attempt.
She probably didn't expect it to put her away there, but she's put her on notice.
Ah, Baszler, so devastating.
Stop by Baszler. She is trying to shake the cobwebs, but she can barely stand. Oh, man.
That's being shot, and here's an early cover.
And the shoulders up.
Likely just trying to sap out some energy with that cover.
Isolating their opponent's arm and
Stop right to the hand.
each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
What a good measure. Any place in the corner here.
Clothesline
In the corner. And an elbow.
But she ended here. And she's not done yet.
fighting hard to stay in this match. Lining her up
perfectly. I would feel what's coming next.
Corey, what's the key to mentally preparing for being inside the cell?
When you're inside the cell, you can't show fear. You have to carry yourself as if you're ready to turn the devil's playground into your own personal playground.
So the more comfortable you are in the cell, the better your chances are of surviving it?
At least mentally.
Oh! What a punch! Taking things back into the ring. Boom! Boom! Did you hear the impact?
Star's going to need a medic soon.
And Baszler had it scouted. Scissors kick! Sucker!
Showing off her well-educated feet and finishing off with an enziguri.
And the powerhouse Zoe Stark knocked off her block a bit. Incredible sit-up mat slap.
Pulled back into the hip toss. Go over mark permanently. Muay Thai clinch applied. Knees, lefts and rights, and a kick to the body to finish it off. Kick right to the side of the face.
Uppercut. That knocked it silly. Boom! A running knee smash. She's getting back into the ring under the ropes.
And down with a backdrop. Pulled back into the hip toss. In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there.
Oh, great wherewithal there.
Yikes, that don't even wake you up or knock you out.
She's making her way to the top turnbuckle.
Oh my goodness, nasty line.
And right into the pin.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
That could make an opening for her.
Big mistake, and that error could be costly.
And slides back into the ring.
A bone-rattling knee.
She's being derailed here.
Starting to feel the hurt here. This is where a good motor comes in handy during a tournament.
She is slow to get up, and she won't be able to evade what's coming. Poorly timed offense there.
That could prohibit any use of their shoulder going forward.
Every counter being answered with another.
A nice shot by Shayna Baszler.
Face knee. Looking to apply an agonizing armbar stretch. Oh.
Scissors kick with authority. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
Delivering nasty stomps. You want to control the tempo. You want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Zoe climbs. What's on her mind? And shots it is. First bell time. Knee drop. Things are getting a little rocky for her.
LSL isn't just about trying to win the match. It's about struggling to survive.
Strong impact.
Series of counters here. Who will find? Inside cradle applied. Shoulders down.
She still fights out in one.
I'm happy she did. I don't want this match to end.
And is she? Yeah. It looks like she's bleeding now. Things are getting dicey for her.
Oh, what impact.
This might be the end here.
Lola turns that around. Shot to the face, gets him out of that spot.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
She's starting to wear it down here.
When you're in a tournament situation, Cole, you tend to push yourself to your limits. Zoe wobbling, looking vulnerable. 305.
That's running for vice before.
Shoulders are down. She kicks out. I don't believe it.
And to dig deep to break that pin.
But can it be done again? How much is left after that? And you see a perplexed look now for how such impactful offense couldn't get a pinfall.
Showing off her well-educated feet and finishing off with an enziguri.
Counter right when it was needed. Back into the ring now.
Oh, clothesline.
Put down face first.
What a shot! Lynn did it completely helpless here. Going for the 3 count. She kicks out with force.
What does she have to do to put her away? I'm asking myself the same question. I have no idea.
She's bringing...
Shotzi, kindly request that you never look up. That's it. Stark is out. 2.
They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here are your winners, the team of Lola Rice and Shotzi.
What an intense match we just witnessed.
This team endured the demonic structure. Heck, they even thrived in it.
It's rare to see a team look at home inside the cell, but that's exactly what they did.
The preparations have been completed and our superstars are ready for this Hell in a Cell matchup. Tonight the ring will be filled with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. And standing across from them is a...
Slow through, trapped in the legs.
Oh. That stops the count. What a save. Hammerlock now. And big boom. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
Ooh, catches an uppercut. Oh, man.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Get this back into the ring now.
Whoa, just floating through the air.
What, dragon screw?
That would destroy a knee. ACL, MCL, both could have been affected by that move. Oh, sit-out slam.
As the opponent set up.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good. Oh, look at that torch of their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Ooh, and a well-executed move we just saw there.
Big move followed up with a pin attempt. Definitely looks in a hurry to finish things.
Making the climb to the top rope. Landing with the uppercut. Byron, what kind of dangers do you face when you enter Hell in a Cell?
There's danger everywhere, and that's just the nature of the beast. Trying to avoid the danger is not going to do you any favors in this match. There are no limits here, and you have to push yourself to the extreme.
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. Shoulders down, this could be it.
She did it! What a win inside the cell!
Here are your winners, Kyrie Sane and Io Scott, Damage Control.
Such a grueling match these superstars just put themselves through.
Despite the win, I think this team is relieved to get out of the confines of the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, certainly not a match they'd want to run back anytime soon.
Hell in a Cell matches tend to bring out the worst in a superstar, and I'm sure tonight will be no different. Things are now underway with Roman Reigns. Then the opposing team is, of course, filled with Lola Vice and Shotzi.
We've seen the toll that Hell in a Cell can have on a superstar. This is not a match to be taken lightly.
Vicious forearm right in the skull.
Brutal forearm. Twists the arm and a big boot to the guts. Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Now that was a very questionable attack. I think it goes beyond any gray area.
Now propped up in the corner.
He's in a bad spot on that turnbuckle. Uh-oh, this isn't going to end well for someone.
Or up top.
Cover here. Is it enough? Kick out. Close to 3.
Able to squeeze that shoulder out. So close. On jelly legs, about to stumble head first into danger.
So focused on just pummeling the leg there.
The legs are a base that you do not want to lose.
Chopping down the tree at the base here.
And now Jay is getting beaten down.
Yeah, Lola is on a roll now.
Roundhouse combo. Oh, what a kick. Vicious.
And all that's left is one thing. One finishing.
Middle rope. A missile drop kick from the middle rope. Pulverizing the arm is a great way to create an advantage. Base with shoulders down. Cover. He gets an emphatic kick out. Not yet. Sent out of the ring the hard way.
And Lola Vice looking for support from the crowd. Some might call that showing off, but what a display. What a way to flaunt your abilities.
Starting to feel the hurt here. This is where a good motor comes in handy during a tournament.
Ooh! With an uppercut.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Boom! Gets the reversal. What a counter! And he comes in under the rope stack.
Catches a punch.
Roundhouse kick connects.
Catches an uppercut. That'll knock you silly. Oh, my! corner with a little something extra.
Turned it around with a reversal. Oh, he timed that counter well. Float over. Into it. Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring. Stops the kick. Here's the cover.
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes. It's unthinkable. Someone beating the 1 count at this point.
And right into the cover.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
Here. Starting to struggle here.
The way to sell tests your endurance. Your resiliency is no joke.
Oh, right into a counter.
A string of counters.
He's able to reverse it. Face first.
Oh, target acquired and destroyed. Super kick.
And a stomp to the gut.
Man.
Super kick. Taking things to the top rope. Shoulder tackle. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. Oh. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. Oh, stomping away. Broken up with a fist to the face. Oh, Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up from this.
Reigns got all of it. Reigns has identified the target. Sticks the pin.
And that can keep Lola down.
Vicious.
Insulting. And deep into the match, Reigns lets fly another heavy attack there.
I have to imagine Roman is looking to end this soon.
Looking to put this one away here.
Gets the win, and he survives Hell in a Cell.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, the Bloodline.
And what a battle we just witnessed.
You can tell this team knows they were just in a war. I don't know if they feel like they won tonight, or more like they survived the demonic structure.
These superstars have battled through and finally made their way to the final round.
It all comes down to this. All the work, all the effort, all for this moment.
Just unloading knees to the body.
A chill is in the air as these competitors now truly realize what it means to be trapped inside hell in a cell. Getting this matchup underway, we have Io Sky and Kairi Sane. They've got their hands full across the ring. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
Imagine the thoughts going through these superstars' minds, knowing they're about to become the most sadistic, unhinged versions of themselves inside the cell.
Precision strikes.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
She's able to evade.
Unbelievable athleticism. Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength.
What type of strategy do you need to have when you step inside this demonic structure?
I don't know if you should have strategy at all, Michael. This is a situation like no other in the WWE. Trying to stick to some plan of attack might cause you to miss a moment of opportunity in there.
What grace! Float over to the...
Nice DDT.
Ah, kick right in the face. Heading up to the top turnbuckle. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? And goes back into the ring here.
Flying. What impact. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up. Up high. Misses big time.
Look at Jey Uso going top rope.
Blast off. Elbow connects.
And there's the Unagi.
Landed him. Dazed and confused, and things are only about to get worse. From the top. Kicking out now sends a very clear message. He goes under the ropes, back inside.
First schoolboy. Super kick. And Sky felt the full force of that impact.
Yeah, this is the type of damage that is going to really build in a tournament setting like this.
Oh my goodness, this will not end well.
Oh, what an uppercut. Super kick. An uppercut.
Saw it coming and avoided it.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, chin-breaking uppercut. Russian leg sweep. Not done there.
And heavy hands to follow. Second, they're not ready.
Why was she scared of that?
Strong forearm.
He's taking on some damage at this point.
Quick and effective delivery there by Sane.
Oh, stop right into the hand.
Going over into the cutting clutch.
And right into pain, trying to find him. Looking to get out of this, and yes, able to slip out of the hold. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Top rope.
Into the ring again now. And they just busted out an impactful maneuver.
Oh, look out.
This might be it. Here's the pin.
That might have been it.
Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. Ooh. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure. Ooh!
Uppercut connects. Boom.
Ooh, he fends that off. What a shot. What a counter. Ooh, an uppercut.
things.
Bam! Hand and elbow. And she's reeling now.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point.
Oh, super kick!
Some agility.
Nice takedown. Stack them up. It only gets a 1 count.
That's smart. Taking the one to catch your breath.
Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
He goes back into the ring. Nice running crossbody.
A little cockiness here from Io Sky.
What a drop kick. This could be for the win.
A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here are your winners, KrewYT and Io Sky. Damage Control.
The structure rises and the nightmare ends.
The Hell in a Cell structure has taken another group of souls.
Yeah, but this team gets the lead tonight knowing they just escaped the Cell's clutches.